Hello viewers and welcome to another Game Shed video with me, Jamie. Today playing something a little bit different, a little bit obscure on a combination system that's a little bit different, if you like. So the game being played is Pocket Bomberman for the Gameboy Color. Now that's not strange in itself until you learn that I'm actually playing it on a Super Nintendo via a Super Game Boy adapter on the television. So all well and good. Now this game, being Pocket Bomberman for the Game Boy Color, is a color game for your Game Boy. You can also use the game cartridge in your original Game Boy. You won't get the colors out of it. You do need a color Game Boy to play that, or Game Boy Advance SP you can use it on, Game Boy Advance, or one of the DS's, or perhaps you can use this here system that I've got going, which is Super Game Boy adapter plugged into my Super Nintendo with the game in it. One problem being that there's a limited colour palette available for this adapter, and although this game is a full colour game, it kind of restricts the colours in game. So here you can see a nice full colour screen. Let's get right into the game. It's not your traditional Bomberman, but you'll see along the way as I explain about the colour loss and whatnot, so bear with me. I've got a lot to fit in this video, so I'm going in for a new normal game. So there you go, you've got 5 levels: forest, ocean, wind, cloud and evil. Let's press start. Area 1, forest. But at this point I'm just going to pause the game by pressing L and R on my Super Nintendo pad to access the menu of the Super Game Boy itself. So here we go. Excuse me. Right, as you can see I'm moving a cursor around a little bit, and this is to control the various functions of the Game Boy Color system. So first of all, let's access this first option, which is the color palette. Now this circle down here denotes it's choosing the game default settings. However, it's not the game default settings because it's a Game Boy Color game. It's sort of scaling it back to be a green screen game, as you can see from the screen with Bomberman in it itself at the moment. Here's the other default settings from A to H. So you've got this red palette, this sort of orange and black, purpley blue, nice deep red, your original sort of Game Boy-esque style green, red and green. Who would want to play a game in this yellow and blue colour scheme? I don't know. You got a lovely brown. They're the colour schemes you can pick. I'm going to stick it to the default, and we're going to back up out of this. What else have we got? Right, we've got the edge settings around the side of your game screen. Let's have a little look. So this is the default one you can see here, and you'll see when I change them what they look like. So here, wow, we've got the top of an original Game Boy. If I perhaps close this, you can see it a bit better, so hang on, bear with me. There you go. So it's meant to be as though you're playing it on an original Game Boy. Looks very smart in my opinion, and probably my preferred choice of view. But let's go and investigate some of the other ones. So back in I go to the frame menu. So we've seen the original one, got a Game Boy one. What's this one? Plain black, so you're not distracted. This one, like a weird crazy room. This one I do believe is a cork board. There it is. This, some weird little fantasy realm with a little wooden hut. A theatre, very nice. This is the most bizarre, perhaps. Oh, look, some pussycats. How very nice. Here, some pens and a table. This, the work of the artist MC Escher, I believe, or MC Escher-esque style, and this that is blocked out is a design you can make yourself. I'll go into that now. So let me back up from this screen, go into this one. You can choose different controller options. You're best off with your standard because you've only got an A and B button really, so let's just keep with the A and B button. This option here lets you paint all around the screen and do all kinds of rubbish. Or no, I do apologise, I think this is actually the colour scheme for the screen, so let's have a look. I've got a bit of red. Oh, God knows. I'm not going to mess around with this. Oh, there you go. Let's change one of these options to yellow. Isn't that disgusting? So I've completely ruined my screen. That's really good, really useful. So let me cancel that and I'll back out again. Let's go and check the last and of the options. Here it is, and this is where you can draw around the perimeter of your game screen. So let's just pick a colour. Let's pick pink. And have you ever tried to draw or write on a Super Nintendo? Maybe if you had Mario Paint. So hi. This is probably the worst video we've ever done, but let's cover off a bit of tech while we get a little game video on the go as well. Kill two birds with one stone. Hi there. If I can pull off this R, I'm a bit of a genius. That's a great R. There you go. Hi there. Right, yeah. Don't know why I did that, quite frankly, so I'm going to scrap that. I'm going to go back and let's just pick a normal background. Let's have the Game Boy and crack on with Pocket Bomberman. So press the shoulder buttons to exit the menu screen and let's press start. So why is this game not your traditional Bomberman? Well, Bomberman is set in a sort of top-down view, a maze if you like. So here I am, little Bomberman, jolly chap. And I do have the same functionality as a normal Bomberman, there you go. But it's set in a sort of platformed world. And there are bad guys. And you have the ability to jump and place bombs and get power-ups as per normal Bomberman you have come to love over the years. So there you go, I just got a boot, I believe. I wasn't paying too much attention, but that will have sped me up. I have the ability right now to lay 2 bombs as well. You can see down in the bottom right hand corner of the screen the abilities I currently possess. So I've got 2 bombs and 1 firepower. These things here that I'm standing on top of is a gate. Blow up the top of the gate to access inside or behind the gate, and there is a roller skate that will speed me up a little bit. Your objective is to quite simply kill everyone, get all the good stuff and exit the level. Now there is an exit just to my right hand side, you can see the door over there, and that is what I am aiming for after I've blown up all the goods. And that was the worst placed bomb ever. I'm having real trouble. There we go. So let's get up there. There's some more firepower. Bang, you're dead. So I think, although this is a weird sort of platformy styled Bomberman, it's I think a lot better than some of the other attempts to change the platform of Bomberman, if you like. There's a version on the Wii, I think it's simply called Bomberman Wii, which has, in my opinion, completely failed as keeping to the traditional essence of Bomberman. Maybe give it a look if you get a chance on a Nintendo Wii. Maybe you want to watch a couple videos on YouTube, but it's not fun, it's not good. I personally don't enjoy it, and I really love this version of Bomberman. How much is it? You can grab it boxed with instructions for under £10 sterling. Well worth it. 25 levels I believe in total, so it should keep you on the go. If you've got a Game Boy Advance, especially an SP, grab this, it'll fit in the cartridge slot down below, and just take it on your holidays or your commute to work or school. You'll have loads and loads of fun. A lot better than a lot of games that are currently being released or rehashed, or give it a purchase. You never know, might even enter your top 10 games, who knows. So there's my exit there. All I've got to do is destroy these bad guys. Pow, 2 of 1, not bad. So that F there, that power F, gives me full strength bombs, so I better duck out of the way. I think that's got like the power of maybe 6 or so. If you get 6 normal bombs in a row, I'm having a bit of trouble here. If you get, yeah, I think it's 6 or 8 or so. Alright, that'll do the trick. And there was nothing after all that. There was absolutely nothing under that block. Find me a person who doesn't enjoy Bomberman, and I'll quite frankly have given up on human society, because as far as I'm aware, everybody loves Bomberman. Everyone should appreciate the merits of Bomberman. If you don't, you've got some answering to do. Leave your reasons below if you don't like them. I will argue all day long with you about why Bomberman is so great. This is area 3 of the forest. I'll just try and whiz through this. I don't want to blow up this block beneath me because there are spikes underneath. So not behind each block is not necessarily a good thing. There are bad things as well. Just be careful, alright? It's a really good game to introduce your young'uns to as well. Sort of understand strategy and maybe just ease them into Bomberman if you like, 'cause it's a lot more slow paced. You do have a timer in the bottom left, but it still feels gentler than a full-blown 4-player brawl that we have come to expect with Bomberman. What is this? This power-up you can see above me is actually a penetration bomb, so it will destroy other blocks that you can't necessarily always break. Pow, straight through the blocks, killed that bad guy. There we go. So to get through this fence here, as explained earlier, you have actually got to blow up that metallic looking object above me. So I've got to make my way back to that. And there is the famous F again, which is the full force bomb. Bang, got him. Okay, so my exit is over to the right. I cannot access it. Let's go back to the beginning of the stage and destroy these fiends. So that thing I'm about to destroy was actually it enables you to detonate your bombs away from your current location, so you can sort of detonate them at your will. It's quite a useful tool actually, so if you're good at planning ahead, but I don't desire it just yet. All I desire is my exit. Let's go and grab my exit. Let's just see if there's anything behind there. There you go, more strength, and there's nothing down here. Let's make our way back up. Got a minute 54 to go. There we go. So that quite simply was the first 3 levels of Pocket Bomberman for the Game Boy Color. As I said, you can get it for under a tenner. It's a nice cheap game. It's beautiful play. On the Game Boy Color it is actually colour. It's just not colour on this here Super Game Boy. If you want to play it on your telly, get yourself a Super Game Boy. pop it in there. Super Game Boy is cheap as well, you'll be able to grab one of them for under a tenner and live out your Game Boy memories on your big screen. Very handy. So remember to get in touch with us via the usual ways on Twitter at this address here, or you can visit our website at this address here. And remember also to leave a comment below, subscribe to us and give the video a thumbs up. That'll be much appreciated. So until the next video, my name's Jamie and goodbye.